Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, neither is this bloke. This is Frosty2 from 2AR clan. Frosty, a good mate of mine who has been in a few clans with me over the years, or maybe one or two, who knows. But anyway, in this game is in Corellia. It's an assault mission, so it only goes for 10 minutes at the most. And of course, he's in his trusty old T-37. He absolutely loves the Tier 6 American light tank. He uses it very, very well in skirmishes, platoons, Tier 6 clan wars when that was a thing, and of course replays like this. He's in a Tier 8 battle, and of course this is the kind of replay I like to show for people who complain about being low tier all the time. You can still have an impact if you're not top tier. Now you can see he's gone to the middle of the map in Corellia. T-37A, clearly that bloke got it for free for doing those ridiculously easy missions just a month or two ago on the Asian server for the Tier 6 premium Russian medium tank. He clearly went out and got lit and got absolutely bedazzled. Now, Frosty2 showing great restraint, not opening fire on that 59-16 because he'll get lit if he does. You can see on the mini-map he's right in the middle of the map and he's getting vision on all these tanks that are up there. He's already picked up 1,092 hit points of spotting damage on that 59-16 and the two Scorpion Gs that are on the enemy side. Both of them up into that donut in this assault version of the game. Now yeah, he did spot that Udez. I was going to say, I think he might have spotted that Udez, and he picked up the assisted damage on the kill. Still not shooting because he doesn't know where that 59-16 is, and the 59-16 at this stage of the game is the tank most likely to spot Frosty should he fire. Now he's in this little bush here, providing camouflage for a camouflage bonus for a light tank. Of course, light tanks already have a pretty good camo rating, and the T-37 is no different. You can see he's very tempted to shoot that Scorpion G, but if he gets lit, he's only on 610 hit points. One shot from each of those Scorpion Gs will kill him. It's as simple as that. So he soaks up the assisted damage, gets the assisted damage, killing the first Scorpion G, and now the second one, bringing his assisted damage up to 2,502. So far, these teams winning 3 tanks to 2. Now, all 3 dead tanks on the enemy side were spotted by Frosty. And that's why he's up to 2,500 assisted damage already. Just by now, bear in mind, if he had a fired, this 59-16 who was last spotted at G8, he might no longer be there. He might be back up here with the Black Prince, or he might have gone down here to help his mates down in the southwest. Frosty's team are defending this, so there's no reason. They don't need to YOLO this. If the enemy team don't cap or kill all of Frosty's teammates, then Frosty wins. So he doesn't need to push aggressively into these enemy tanks. There's only one light tank on the enemy side, it's the 59-16, and Frosty now has decided the 59-16 is most likely no longer up there because the tanks that were up there with him are dead. Now Frosty's just picked up his first kill, the VK3601H, the Tier 6 heavy German tank. He's looking towards the Oni. Now that Oni will take a bit of killing. It's got a decent amount of hit points. Takes a look towards the other side of the map. Now by sitting where he is, you might think, oh yeah, that looks pretty easy. It can be easy, but the temptation to shoot can often be a downfall when you get into these kind of positions. It still doesn't know where that 59-16 is. If that 59-16 is sitting up here in a bush back at the edge of the donut, he will light Frosty if he fires, but he's already fired. He knows that he hasn't been lit because I know he's got 6 cents in this tank. He's had this tank for a while, and he's deciding now's the time to get a little bit aggressive with the score on 7-3. He's on 121 damage for his kill, but more importantly, he's got 2502 assisted damage. Now, bearing in mind, he only brought 610 hit points into this game in the T-37. 2,500 assisted damage is pretty good, and this is the kind of thing you can do as he picks up a kill on the T-3485M. It's the kind of thing you can do in a Tier 6 tank in a Tier 8 battle. The Scorpion Gs on Frosty's team have picked up 4 kills between them. Now he's just found the Jagdpanzer IV in not an unusual position for a tank destroyer to be sniping at. He does got 1 shot from the Jag, but he finds the Hummel too. The Hummel not in a bad position, but because the donut has been lost by the enemy team, it's never going to last too long there. Now I think I just saw a tree fall down somewhere. 11-3, 12-3 is the score now, just 3 enemy tanks left. Another artillery, the S51 at Tier 7. And the Black Prince. There's the 150 in the ONE get taken out. The KV3 gets done, and Frosty. So this is what light tanks are fantastic at. Just farming damage on artilleries. Just stay away from that big gun, and you'll be fine. That's 5 kills to Frosty from 2AR clan in his T-37. Just one enemy tank left. He'd love to turn this one into a top gun. He's done 1102 damage, 2,864 assisted damage, which is absolutely fantastic. And as what normally happens in a game, at the end, everyone's just charging towards that Black Prince. It's been a while since he's been lit. There he is. He is on low health. Frosty certainly has the hit points to brawl with him. Looks like the Black Prince just put a shot into the artillery. No idea why the FV was leading that charge. And Frosty going as fast as his little tracks can carry him, looking for the top gun. Not lucky enough to get it, but 5 kills in a tier 8 battle is certainly a pretty good achievement. On Corellia, in the assault version of the game, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Frosty2 from 2AR clan. The Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage it did. Fighter 5 for effect, and a Pascucci's Medal for picking up those 2 kills on the artillery. You can see you got 5 kills: the Hummel, the S51, the VK, the T-3485, and that Jag who was sniping from the donut. The second page of the post-game battle results. He might not have topped out the damage charts, but he certainly punched above his weight there. 1102 damage done, 5 kills, 1226 assist, 1226 base experience, 2,864 assisted damage. That's what gave him the Ace Tanker. 13 shots fired, 12 hit, 11 went through, 26,000 credits after tax, with a premium account in that little replay, that epic win on Corellia on the assault version of the game. As we move on to the second game of this double shot of T6 action featuring the T-37. It's another tier 8 battle. This time on Fiery Salient. This one's a normal one. He's on a mission to do 2,000 assisted damage unspotted. Not sure if he gets the mission in this one. Let's see how he goes. Bottom tier again, but this is what bottom tier tanks can do. In tier 8 games, just the 3 tier 8 tanks on the enemy side. The IS-6, the Jag Tiger 8.8, and the Scorpion G. It's all about premium tanks in this replay, and the tier 8 tanks in Frosty's sides. The FV4 202, the premium British medium tank, Scorpion G, and the Strichwagen S1. I don't think he got lit there, doing that little run around the middle, and he loves to do this. A few tanks have been spotted. The T-71, who it looks like he's carving up a friendly T-71, so Frosty puts his gun to use. He does get spotted, but he puts a shot and helps kill the enemy T-71. Friendly T-71 gets taken out. Now the IS-6 on the enemy side, who's picked up a kill. I don't know where he got his name from. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, as Frosty sits in this bush, trying to get some vision for the E25, the AMX AC46, and who else is that back there, the T-3485. He's obviously one of those players who, when he's bottom tier, doesn't want to leave the red line. And of course, in any kind of online multiplayer game, that's what you're going to get. Bit of a battle happening up here on the eastern flank. You can see it looks like a T-3485M on the enemy engaging with a friendly T-3485. You can't see him because they're out of render range, and these tanks kicking back on the hill, not really supporting their teammate. Frosty spots a T-3485M down there again, showing, same as the last battle, showing great restraint. He knows if he shoots, he'll see him. Even though he is in a bush and he is in a light tank, maybe now he might be safe enough to shoot, but we don't know who else might be there. Even though the tank's not spotted, the game's still telling him that he's picking up that assisted damage. The M12 picks up the kill on the Tier 6 Russian medium tank. Frosty looking around for more opportunities. You can see the tank destroyers behind Frosty moving up just to try and make sure this IS-6, who was last spotted up at C1 or C2, make sure they get shots on the premium heavy tank, the top tier Russian heavy tank up here. So he kicks back in the next bush, being conservative. He doesn't want to throw his hit points away. He knows if that IS-6 sees him, he'll certainly cop a shell of around 400, 390, 380 hit points of damage from the premium Russian heavy tank. Enemy tanks dropping like flies on the other side of the map. They've certainly won this engagement on the eastern hill, but it looks like they're hesitant to push. Maybe there's some tank destroyers up here in the northeast which are maybe shooting at the friendly tanks. Gee, he's close to that IS-6, but he's still not spotted because he's sitting in the bush. The binoculars fire up. Look, he's got vision on the IS-6 and the Jag Tiger 8.8. Two tier 8 tanks there, and I think they're a little bit hull down. Look, oh, there's one of those dead tanks sitting there, which is part of the game. Frosty just soaking up the assisted damage, just like he did in the early parts of the last game. Getting up to 2275 assisted damage now, 2,500. He's only fired one shot in this, or maybe two shots into that T-71 earlier on. Just still soaking up the assisted damage. The Jag Tiger goes down to the AMX AC 46, the tier 7 French TD. You can see that IS-6 is still stunned. Frosty's still soaking up the assisted damage, up to 3,711 now. Now up to close to 4,000 assisted damage, and there it goes. I reckon he might have this mission 2,000 assisted damage. He's unspotted all the way here. He fires towards the Scorpion G, doesn't get lit, so he thinks, oh well, I might as well just keep chipping away. He knows how to use his tier 6 light tank. Looks like it's only the Scorpion G. On that left flank, you can see on the minimap the M6 and the J Panther on the other side of the map. There's going to be some artillery somewhere. The GW Panther and the M12. I'm tipping that he got this mission in this game. 2,000 assisted damage, and he's got to be unspotted. The only time he was really spotted when he was getting assisted damage at the start was that when that T-71 was in the game. He hasn't been spotted for a long time, and guarantee that someone would have shot him if he has been spotted. So I reckon he's picked up this mission. Secondary condition is to survive, so he'll make sure he survives. He does get lit there, possibly by maybe the IKV-65-2, that hasn't been seen yet, or the Scorpion G. FV4202 ping on the map where that Scorpion G was last seen. Frosty moving forward, wants to get vision on that tank destroyer. He wants to be careful though, because the Scorpion G will only take 2 shells to kill Frosty. He's on 610 hit points, and I think from memory they do close to 500 hit points of damage per shot in the tier 8 premium German tank destroyer. 9-4 is the score, 3,986 hit points of assisted damage. Frosty gingerly moving close to where that Scorpion G was last seen. He knows he's been spotted. That Scorpion G sitting in the bushes. He shoots towards Frosty, but Frosty trying to stay away from his gun. I reckon he's going to be reloaded pretty soon. He'll be praying that somebody helps him get rid of him. The Scorpion G shoots again and misses. He's down to 290, 167. He wants another shot. Takes him down to 57 hit points. One more will do the kill. The E25 picks up the kill, and that's 13-4. This is he's most certainly got his mission in this one. He wants to survive to make sure he picks up the secondary condition. And there he goes. I don't think that's Frosty spotting those 2 artillery pieces, but he's more than done his job. 4,186 assisted damage in this game. The GW Panther goes down to the M12, and the T-3485 picks up the kill on the enemy M12. Fast and furious action on Fiery Salient, featuring Frosty2 from 2AR. He absolutely carried the shit out of that one. Only did 815 damage, but 1,190 base experience was enough for an ace. 4,186 hit points of damage. I would put money on it that he got his mission on that one. If he didn't, there's something very, very wrong with the game. Plenty of other players contributed well. The FV had a good game with 2270. And plenty of players contributing there. Quite a few donuts on the enemy side, but you've got to take what you can get. Not sure what this T-3485 was doing. If he didn't even fire a shot, I think that's the guy who was camping right at the back. But a handy little profit. Of course, you don't have to pay for your shells when you're getting all that assisted damage. Those credits, 30,344 credits with a standard account. 12 shots fired, 7 hit, they all went through. And that was 2 Ace Tagger Mastery badges featuring the old mate Frosty2 from 2AR in the T-37 Tier 6 American light tank. Thanks for the replays, Frosty. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.